Bonjour, huh? Pretension hipster here. And I am in my first adventure. But what is this infernal gadget? What are these artworks? What era are these from? Oh, I see that I have to review a game, huh? An adventure of the mind. Haha! Touché. Well, they do say that the merit lies in the difficulty. And where will this adventure take us? To Rouen! Never fear qualls, but always seek dangerous adventure. Do reviews, huh? Even if you are a fifth musketeer like me, who gets no attention, no fame, no glory. But this should not be for attention, huh? As they do say, all for one, and one for all. United we stand, and we fall.
Ah, yes. Musketeers. This is described as a game that I can't even find listings for on eBay. Not even in the sold listings. Although I did find it on what seems to be a Dutch website for a super expensive price. With an entry this obscure, I of course had to play it. The thing about it though, just take a look at this screenshot. Does that remind you of anything? Yeah, I'm sure you got it right. Monkey Island. Of course, comparisons to that game are inevitable.
So, is this a game that is all for one, or one for one? Stay tuned to find out.
Who's that pointing and clicking his way to internet fame? It might be a little too cool for your mainstream kind of games. But if you like retro consoles and obscure PC stuff, then you might just be hip enough for this pretentious hipster.
Thanks to Moby Games, I was able to find a website that has so much extensive information about this that I have to go through quite a bit of it and help explain stuff like the game's mechanics as I go on. Unfortunately, the website runs in Flash, so I had to use a browser called Pale Moon to get it running. This was developed by a company named Clipper Software. It's pretty much only one person though, Graham Liley, who did the programming, software engineering, and game design. Clipper was basically a side project for Graham, and it was something he wanted to do on his own with his friend Paul Cockburn, who wrote the plot. It was in an office attached to his house. This was the last project he made according to Moby Games. He's done some ports such as the Atari ST and Amiga port of Gauntlet, but was doing the programming for various Dungeons & Dragons games. Heroes of the Lance, Dragons of Flame, Shadow Sorcerer, and then other various RPGs such as Legends of Valor and Kingmaker. One entry that stood out to me was him writing for the interactive fiction game Masters of the Universe Super Adventure. It was made by a rather small team with a script writer named Susan Denim, a play on pseudonym. This probably shows what kind of route this game is going for. It was interesting seeing where most of the voice actors came from, such as games like Stronghold and Caesar 2. One of them did a minor role in this, Mark Esdale, and it looks like he was the voice director for pretty much everything. This was published by US Gold Inc., an American subsidiary of US Gold Limited, who pretty much published everything. This subsidiary didn't really do much, mostly ports for stuff like the Game Gear version of Mega Man. The British parent was bought by Eidos Interactive and then ceased to exist. That was around the time this game came out, which might be why there are hardly any copies of it. In fact, apparently Lily only got one production copy, a CD-ROM, without the box nor manual. So, what is the plot of this? You play as Geoffroy Lebrun, a musketeer, but before he comes in, this happens.
Quick lads, get him!
Help! Assassins!
Shut it, old man, just give it here.
There's someone coming! Quick, inside! You didn't see anything, right?
Oh, gosh, a silver coin. Thank you, kind sir.
Yep, someone gets assassinated.
Hey, you can't beg here. This is my pitch. Oh, you've been stabbed. Good gimmick. How do you get the blood so real?
He then walks into Rouen. Javois is off for his first adventure.
So this is Rouen. This is where my adventure begins. What challenges await me? What glory?
What are you going on about out there?
Doesn't that seem like perfect timing? There's basically this frankly great convo between him, the assassinated William de Pulpel, and a poor and disabled beggar named Henri.
Hello? What is wrong with you?
He's been stabbed. Even I can see that.
Please, monsieur. Only you can help me.
You are badly wounded, monsieur. Would you like some water?
Yes, thank you.
A beer for me if you're buying.
He then tells you about the murderers, and you try to become persistent into solving this.
What is your name?
My name is de Peuple, William de Peuple. I am the Comte d'Ité. Please, help me.
Who did this to you?
Bandits, footpads, they took something precious.
These men that robbed you, what did they take?
My will. I was on my way to Paris to deposit it with the court.
Which way did they go?
I did not see. I am so weak.
What is in the will?
My castle, my son.
You're very good with sick people, aren't you?
Of course, when figuring this out, Henri does this with what that coin was.
What do you want?
Can you spare a few coins for an old soldier?
Ha! You've got a silver coin already.
Well, that was given to me by a real gentleman, excepting he was a murderer.
What do you mean? A murderer?
I mean, he was one of those fellows who attacked this poor man.
So you're a blind man then?
Yes, wounded in the service of my country.
So how do you know the coin is silver?
Ah.
Unfortunately, I might have screwed up this puzzle and ended up with -5 pieces of gold. I remember thinking, oh god, what if I need to buy something for a puzzle? Am I screwed? And of course, this with Henri.
I'll trade a gold coin for your silver.
That's a fair rate of exchange, sure enough.
Hey, I thought you were a cripple.
Me, sir? No, sir. I have these terrible war wounds, though, which cause me great pain. So I need a draught of wine to help ease the agony. If you need any more help, just ask for me in the tavern. Henri's the name. Excuse me.
You then enter the inn. Firstly, I'm gonna get this out of the way. Yes, like I said, this is pretty much Monkey Island. Even down to the way Javois stands up. Oddly enough, looking it up, I can't really seem to find any comparisons of it, except for the few people that reviewed it. And the fact that although this was made in a different engine, in fact its own engine is called the Touché engine, it is still supported under the Scum engine. The other thing I gotta get out of the way was the annoying voice acting with this. Now, don't get me wrong, it's great voice acting, but the problem is the inconsistent mixing with Henri. He can be so loud and so quiet in the next sentence.
Where did the blackguards go?
The men who killed him? I think I heard them go into the tavern.
However, I found myself never really noticing that stuff later on. I don't know if I got used to it, or if it was fixed after.
Spoiler. Yes! Get used to these strange and terrible sound level spikes.
Now that that's out of the way, we can continue this. Who do you think are in the tavern? Well, the obvious innkeeper, and then you find out the true origins of Henri.
Why are you angry with this beggar?
He's supposed to be my barman. Beggar, eh? So, Henri, you have been found out.
No, it was just a figure of speech.
It's kind of obvious who to interact with, but this shows the magic of point and click games.
Where can I get a room for the night?
You're in luck. A fine room became vacant just yesterday.
How much is the room?
1 franc a night, 6 francs for the whole week. You will not find a room so cheap in all Rouen.
Oh god, I have to pay for the room? With -5 coins, I'm totally screwed.
I'll take the room.
The rent is due in advance, monsieur. How many nights will you want?
Until we go to fight.
Ah, you are with Captain Planforce's regiment. I presume you will want to charge your room to the captain?
Why of course?
Oh wait, it's charged under the captain. Yay! This shows one of the signs of what's to come. I examined the barmaid, if you know what I mean, and there's that awkward moment.
You can look, but you better not touch.
Many pardons, mademoiselle. I thought I saw a wasp on your dress.
A likely story.
Look at his position, I then select who to talk to, and then this happens.
Excuse me, mademoiselle. Could I have a word with you?
Of course, my young soldier. Now, monsieur, what do you want?
Well, that isn't weird at all.
Eventually I did talk to them because of what they own, and it goes about as well as you'd expect.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ensign Geoffroy Lebrun of His Majesty's Musketeers.
We are pleased to make your acquaintance, monsieur. My name is Red Johan, and this is Bottlenose, Scarface, and Turnip.
Gentlemen, you will answer to me or to the authorities.
Leave me alone, or I'll...
Take it easy. This gent can't do us any harm. After all, we haven't done anything wrong. We've just been playing cards here all night, right?
This beggar saw the whole thing. You gave him this coin.
You fool! I told you charity gets you nowhere.
Begging, eh? I knew it.
No, Monsieur Pint, honest. There is some mistake.
The only mistake is that I hired you in the first place. You're fired. Get out.
And now you will get your just rewards. En garde, monsieur.
Prepare to die.
He just killed Turnip. Get him, lads.
Oh.
Monsieur, you're awake.
And not before time, either.
What does that mean exactly?
It means that you owe me for last night's little fight. I've had to get the place redecorated this morning. And that lot ran off into the night. And a friend rode out of town. Anyway, I've taken your purse as part payment.
What?
And I have sent the rest of the bill to your captain. Good morning.
Wait, I owed him money because of what happened? My reverse money?
Do. Just walking down this dark alleyway at night time. Hopefully nothing bad will happen to me. Jeez!
Not so fast there. Give me your money, punk. Not today. I am not going to spare anyone. Check out my nice skills.
Yeah, you got it. Actually, damn it. I don't even have my wallet on me. Actually, come to think of it, I don't have any money at all. Yeah, I do have, my credit cards are maxed out, so I'm about $5,000 in debt right now. Oh, I got my student loans of about $36,587. Not to mention I'm behind on my car payments too. I think that totals to like $11,800. Yeah, fine. I'll take it. Well, thanks for mugging me, I guess. Do.
Ah, another mugging successful!
This then leaves the best part. Examine all the floorboards in different areas.
Ah, yes. Pixel hunting, eh?
Going out of the tavern, Henri does the twist, once again bothering you.
Excuse me, monsieur. Might I have a word with you?
Yes? What is it?
I was wondering, monsieur, if you might not be looking for a manservant.
Why would I need a manservant?
A gentleman needs a manservant as much as he needs a sword, monsieur.
Why would I want to hire you?
Because I'm the best man for the job. Look what I've done for you already.
Such as?
Look at all the help I gave you with those assassins.
You didn't help at all.
Ah, but I pointed them out to you.
No, you didn't.
Well, at least I gave you the silver coin they gave me.
No, you didn't. You sold it to me.
My point exactly. You're too soft-hearted for your own good. If I'd been there, I would have put a stop to that beggar at once.
But...
Believe me, monsieur, there are some rogues in this town.
Okay, you're hired.
Great. We could celebrate with a drink.
He's already kind of reminding me of someone. Greetings! The best part, you can see that the body is still left here overnight. Actually a hilarious touch to me. I, of course, accepted Henri as my manservant. I actually don't think you have a choice in the matter anyways. And then I did the obvious thing, have Henri pick up and carry the body in his pocket.
That got me thinking. What if I never did that, huh? Would the body just be laying there the entire time?
I then decided to explore around this area and get this comment about the church.
It wouldn't do any harm to go to church once in a while.
Well, the wine's okay, but I've never really cared for those little biscuits.
Hello there. Welcome to Gamers Reviewing Fine Food. It's going to be a new series in my channel, and I think that because of my expertise in one medium, I'm basically going to be amazing in the other. So, I've ordered something from the Notre Dame Cathedral actually. I didn't even know they took part in fine dining. And well, I have them all right here. Here's the first product to try. As you can see, it is a sort of liquid of the reddish variety. I can kind of smell something floral with this, and dare I say something of rich mahogany? Interesting. I assume the red represents the love that this is about to give me as I drink this. It's definitely got quite a strong taste to it, like... I feel something warming up in my chest right now as it's slowly going down my esophagus. I honestly have no idea what's going on, but honestly it's alright. Then we got the next product to try. It's a sort of cracker of some sort. I do see some indents here. Basically got like a slit on the horizontal and vertical portions of it. And some cracks, but I don't see any other ones, so maybe just because this was in the top it's not the best. Wonder how this is gonna be. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. There's no case to this at all. I mean, these are the most plain crackers I've ever had in my life. Guess I should give it another chance though. Nah. I have one idea though. That does not work at all. Fuck.
You probably realize so far, those backdrops are in a league of their own. Just look at how gorgeous they really are. The computer graphics were made by an artist named Teoman Ermak. He was the only one responsible for the graphics and animations, and it took about 1.5 years to do it. He said that because of the memory restrictions, the animations were even too simple, to the point that no one is credited with them. They did take it to their advantage. For example, lots of minor characters look the same, but they decided to make self-aware jokes about it, which I can show later. They started out being pencil drawn, and later on they were scanned and digitized. He then used watercolor backgrounds, with most screens taking about 3 to 4 days each, but ones with a lot of scrolling would take up to a week. You can look at the website to see the before and after photos. I did the obvious thing, which was to deal with the body.
Father, a man has been killed in the street, outside the tavern.
His name is William de Purple, and we have his body here.
Ah, please will you take care of the body till our renovations are completed?
Well, that didn't work. Up in the tower is the obvious trope of Juliet, trapped up there by her father, but I wonder what we can do.
I know that everybody there is Team Elaine, huh? Well, the obvious choice is Team Juliet.
I'm sure you know that was a joke, but I must have just pissed off so many people saying that. At least we've heard Lisa some clever dialogue, and it makes you wonder if she is leading you on as well, saying you gotta do the following things.
Sweet Rose of Rouen, when might I taste those rosy lips?
When I am satisfied that you love me truly.
How do I do that?
By reciting a poem written in my honor.
A poem? What sort of poems do you like?
The type of poem that would immortalize my name, like Ellen of Troy or Venus or what's the name of that silly girl in the Shakespeare play?
I don't know. Can't stand English drama. All those subtitles.
Anyway, don't you think there is something special about me that should be immortalized in verse?
Well,
I shall be waiting to hear how I inspire you.
Since this is a point-and-click game, you can obviously steal some of her stuff while you're up there.
She has some nice furniture about the place.
I hope you're not going to go through my drawers.
The thought never crossed my mind, fair lady.
It is time for me to slow down and talk about the dialogue of this game, huh? Of course, it is not in the same league as Monkey Island. I mean, a lot of the time it is funny, huh? But I find that there is something too aggressive about its tone.
However, plenty of jokes work. For example, picking up random stuff on the street.
I bet this would be useful.
Master, you can't keep picking up things you find in the street.
Why not? That's how I ended up with you.
Or taking stuff in a store acting like it's normal.
Well, I don't suppose he'll miss this.
I'd like to show some highlights of them throughout the video, with spoilers of course, but I don't want to go too in depth into it because I want people to play this game. And I'm sure most people seeing this video have never played it, unlike let's say the more nostalgic heavy videos that gaming YouTubers make. Entering the Musketeer base shows how decent the animations are actually, coming from someone who said they are completely minimal. Entering the office shows the amazing shot compositions that could repeat at times later on. I just love the look of the wall and seeing Henri flirting with someone on the other side. Seriously, what a fantastic look. Finding locations later on shows what might be one of the coolest parts of this, but totally a rip off of the LucasArts games. You have this sort of map and then a new location pops up. About to leave for the next area, I see this. Do you think Henri looks in his coat to see if the body is still there? There's this amusing dialogue every time you go to a new area as well.
Come on, Henri, we're leaving.
You lead an exciting life.
I know. Travel, romance, adventure. I don't know how I cope with it all. So, where are we going, Master?
Look here on the map, Henri. We're going to
Amiens.
Yes, Amiens.
Entering the new area shows the jokes about the minor characters being recycled, and it was a great way for them to use it to their advantage.
These blacksmiths all look alike to me.
I know. It's just like they're all out of the same forge.
Are you any relation to the blacksmith in Rouen?
Why, yes. We're distant cousins.
I'm beginning to see a pattern here.
Entering Amiens, you got the biggest trope of having to use the disguise, but finding stuff around. It's weird how you can convince people like Henri.
What are you doing, Master? I hope he's not getting into any bad habits. Excuse me, brother. Have you seen...
No, Henri, it's me!
An amazing disguise, master. Now what?
But it didn't work with the monks because of the hair.
Monsieur, really, I hardly think that. Disguising yourself as a monk is behavior befitting a musketeer.
Rats! What gave me away?
The beard was a small clue, and you have no cross around your neck. But no monk would wear boots like those.
I knew it! They're out of fashion, aren't they?
Please, good sir, our services are private. Now go and remove that habit at once.
Entering the church you do was probably the best hiding spot when you see who is obviously a bad guy. How are they able to hide?
There's someone out there. Find out who it is at once.
Someone's coming! Hide! We can't both hide behind the same pillar, you idiot. If you lost a bit of weight, we wouldn't have this trouble.
I'll make him pay for that later.
Our business here is ended.
Yes, Eminence.
Only one matter remains to be... Wait, I can see something wobbling behind that pillar.
Oh wait, they weren't able to. You do get a slight background from this. Predictable as hell, but still quite fun. Ah yes, the corrupt soldiers in the next city. I won't say how to solve it, but wow is it hilarious. Juliet wanted a poem from you, and the obvious thing is to find a poet, but he needs inspiration. And what better inspiration than letting him sniff a handkerchief of some perfume?
This hanky belongs to my loved one.
Ah, this is perfect. Her color, her smell, the imprint of her beautiful lips.
Steady on, she's mine.
This is just what I need. Now, let me see. Here you are, and good luck.
Not weird at all. Well, we'll just hear the poem.
Have you brought something for me, my musketeer?
Of course.
What's this? A poem? How did you know? I love poems. Read it out.
Juliet, flower of the night, your ears are something I could bite. Your neck is slender like a perfect swan. Your eyes are pearls I love to gaze upon. Your arms are as delicate as a gazelle's. Your legs, well, you have two of them as well. But 'tis your lips that I desire, that fill me with a trembling fire. That mouth, so like an open rose, I just wish you'd keep it closed.
I suppose it's art.
Who is he anyways?
What is your name?
My name is Alexandre Dumas.
Oh, that's funny. Anyways, in the tavern it shows another one of the flaws. Trying to click the right object. You're pretty much always going to click on the background item instead of the foreground the first time. Especially if you don't read what the item selected is and just assume you got the right one. You then meet someone important, but that's not what I want to mention. Look at the constant exchange between Geoffroy and Henri.
What is your name, monsieur?
I am Captain Roland Oderant of the 4th Foot.
And this is Ensign Geoffroy of the Musketeer.
Can't you find something useful to do?
This kind of reminds me of another exchange. Why, I guess my distraction might have went too far. I didn't want to kill him, simply to send him to space. But I guess Michael has rescued him. I guess I'm going to get punched again.
Ho 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 ho! Yes, you are. Not to mention how much they like to stay away from each other. Me selecting something, going all the way back while Henri walks away from me. You then do something more cool in this sort of game. Have your sidekick do the disguise. You find the will with the next obvious twist. Now it's just a matter of returning the will, right? It's kind of obvious what will happen next though.
Go and read that notice for me, Henri.
Let me see. Whoa! Highwaymen! We're going to be robbed.
Don't be so dramatic, Henri. Look, you can see Rouen from here. No highwayman will work this close to the city.
He's going to shoot us.
Henri, will you be quiet?
Monsieur, stand and deliver.
Impressions now, is it? Well, let me tell you. Ah! What do you want?
What have you got?
This leads to one of the most bullshit puzzles. You see something up there in the tree? No? Well, yeah, you're just supposed to climb and figure it out of nowhere. Anyways, what's the solution? Climb it up 3 times. I'll definitely want to select this ladder. Wait, going behind the house? Sure. And trying to select the next area is always annoying. That is the pattern you can see with this game. It has its amazing charm, but it's not programmed the best. After a bunch of very entertaining puzzles that I want to leave as a surprise, I return to Juliet. Ah, sweet Juliet.
Sweet Rose of Rouen, when might I taste those rosy lips?
When I am satisfied that you love me truly.
Another poem?
No, flowers. This time you must bring me flowers.
Or more stuff. Flowers? Sure. Oh no, what is this noise going on outside? Of course, someone attacking a witch.
It is the medieval times after all, eh?
Seeing life in Le Mans was just amazing. You can always see pedestrians walking around, but it was more packed here and it will just get better and better. Although look at this person walking here. What the hell? Who walks like that? I snuck into the confessional booth, with the person thinking I was a priest.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned.
Go on, my son.
It's been 4 weeks since my last confession. Since then I have sinned at Madame Fleur's.
What?
I was tempted, Father, and I fell.
What was the nature of your sin?
Well, the sin of gambling, Father, as usual.
Oh, the flower shop had to do with it. It paid, oh no, a monk. Or at least a priest according to the game that looks like a monk. Anyways, he's right here. Am I gonna get caught? Oh nah, I walked out just fine like nothing happened. So what's the best thing to do after? Insult him, of course, and then start chatting.
Scrawny looking old bird.
I may be scrawny, but I'm not deaf.
Oops.
Back to the flower shop, we now know the secret code. It's obviously gonna be some really sketchy place, right? Huh, it doesn't look bad at all. Oh, another password.
I'm looking for a Venus flytrap.
A Venus flytrap?
If you take my meaning.
A very expensive flower, monsieur. But if you insist. Follow me. Fifi, another customer.
Henri, you'd better wait here.
Oh, that type of customer. Is someone there? Where could he be? Is he underneath the bed? Is he hiding underneath the carpet? Is he hiding behind the pillar? I give up. I can't find him anywhere. More twists and turns happen that I think I should leave as a surprise to figure out. But look at how amazing the backdrop is at this part. We then get to Paris, and it just might be the best screen in any point-and-click adventure game, and I mean it. Firstly, this is more of a maze and you end up getting lost and back into this area. Next, just listen to this.
Get your fried rats!
You can't beat my cheeses.
Wine, very strong.
You can't beat my cheeses. Lots and lots and, lots of cheese.
You gotta go through a sort of breadcrumb trail, trading in a bunch of items while this happens the entire time. I can see people being annoyed by it so quickly, but this was absolutely hilarious to me. You then try to talk to royalty, and of course he is completely packed with appointments. It leads to this one amusing part. A man dressing in black? All that black clothing? Sure. Today I'm going to show you how to pull off this all black outfit. As you can see, this has 3 different shades of black. The black is contrasted by each other with its different shades. Specifically the 2 shades of the black on the long sleeve shirt that are a different type of black than the black pants. Notice how one of the sleeves on the shirt is the same shade of black as the black pants. Of course, don't forget to wear some black socks with this for the perfect all black outfit. How would you get in anyways? Why, with our love Juliet. Now, it's all over, right? Handing in the will to the rightful person?
With the Purpler's castle in my control, and his library in my hands, I shall rule France.
Of course it doesn't go that well. They're gonna take over. Oh, how to stop them. Wait, isn't he a musketeer? What about the other ones? Oh, I can't get it. And there's a note instead.
It says, "Gone to Le Havre to fight the English. The captain's a fine military man, but spelling isn't his strong point."
I'd say that this part constitutes the final act, so if you don't want to spoil it, stop it right now.
You then go on into the battlefield and have to sneak in super ridiculous ways, having to get a map of the plans. This leads to definitely one of the most amusing parts of the game. It turns out that the cardinal wants to do some black magic and requires the king's bones. You gotta put a stop to that? It's just a simple plan of switching the gravestones, right? Just make a simple pulley. Nah, it's gotta be complex. The plan still works at least. Now it's just a matter of getting to him, but he's in an inaccessible castle. What the hell do you do now? Oh, someone's stuck. Obviously he's a useless person, right? Well, I should rescue him anyways. Who is he?
Who are you?
I'm Michelangelo da Vinci.
That name rings a bell.
You may have heard of my uncle, Leonardo.
So, you're not his son then?
No, Uncle Leo just painted women and left it at that.
Oh, great name. It turns out he's creating a ship, and it's a sort of super puzzle where you gotta get all the items needed. Hopefully not going back and forth too much. Obviously, part of this involves looking at Juliet's stockings.
Nice chest. Don't! I can't bear thinking about it. Nice chest.
Oh! Oh!
Sneaking on compromises of one of the most bullshit parts of the game, but it is hilarious. It's of you having to hit the colored levers and hope you hit the right one. Sneaking into the mansion? Whoa, it's Juliet. You just gotta fit in. Finding a way to get the place empty and doing an obvious but hilarious puzzle to find the hidden passage. Of course you got caught, but you're able to do some light reading.
Ah yes, pixel hunting.
But at least this leads to one of the most hilarious compilations of getting a puzzle wrong.
Disappearing for beginners. This looks just the thing. Let's see. Methazar Belumpty Presigog Invisiblum. Right then. Methazar Belumpty Presigog Invisiblum. Curses.
The summoning then happens, but ah yes. Remember what he did? He of course wins at the end. And we have access to the will. I'm sorry to say, but the ending is of course super obvious.
So, let's have a look at this will, especially the missing son business.
Why? We'll never find him.
Did I never tell you I was an orphan?
Really?
Oh yes, my mother found me when I was 3.
Well, actually...
No smart remarks, Henri. Here, Juliet, read this will.
Well, it appears that Du Peuple's son was lost.
Yes.
When he was 3.
Yes.
And the only way of identifying the true heir?
Yes, yes.
Is by the hereditary strawberry birthmark on his...
left foot. Yes, it's me. I'm rich. Marry me now, beautiful babe.
Right leg.
Right leg? Right leg? But I've got...
Shut up, Henri. There's something wrong with this will. It should say left foot.
No, it definitely says right leg.
What? Like this one?
Let's see. Strawberry, right leg. That's the one.
You mean...
I'm afraid so.
Oh, never mind. It's super obvious for a comedy kind of thing, but at least it's refreshing for a game like this.
So, is this as good as Monkey Island? No, of course not, huh? But still, even though this is pretty poorly programmed, the ambition and charm is right there, and at its absolute best. I would highly recommend this. Thanks for watching.